Yo, what's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Yeah, there's a lot of things to be questioned. There's a lot of things to be questioned. You know, it's just very, very interesting times we in. Very, very interesting times we are definitely in. I mean, just the recent live video I did and the video I did before that. I don't know how people don't realize that in 2026 it's going to be totally different. And that a lot of these places is going through a reset right now. I saw a couple of things that I will not talk about publicly. And the reason for that is because I don't get the support I deserve to get. And so because of that, certain things are meant to be kept to myself. I will say this though. You're going to have to make tough decisions on a lot of things. There's a lot of people quitting, y'all. There's a lot of people not only quiet quitting, there's a lot of people quitting in massive numbers. Ever since everything opened up, a lot of people have quit permanently and don't want to work. They will rather be into whatever else they into than to go back to the 9 to 5. I'm gonna play something for y'all. Let me play something for y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me play this for y'all. Give me 1 second. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to this.
Out of my brain, basically. So I'd spent the whole day playing video games, watching YouTube videos. I think I even watched some porn. And there were some work tasks that I kind of had to do. They were kind of important. I really needed to start doing them. But I felt so bad that I reached this point that I told myself, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do these tasks right now. Maybe I'll do them tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, who knows? But I feel so bad, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just going to give up, I'm going to throw the towel into the ring, and I'm going to start up a video game or just do whatever I feel like doing. I'm giving up, okay? I'm giving in to how bad I'm feeling at this moment. But at the same time that I was thinking about giving up, I was also sort of growing tired of the thing that I was doing. at that time. Now, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I've definitely had these moments where I had such a shitty day, basically.
So there is a worldwide epidemic of people are shelling themselves for taking care of themselves. And this is middle-aged America or middle-aged people in other parts of the world that don't have the energy nor the care to work. Some helicopters flying over. Anyway, let's continue.
And I just went from one YouTube video to another YouTube video. So I'd watch the video for 1 minute and then I'd skip to the next video and then the next video, and I'd just endlessly browse around, and I'd start up a video game. But then I'd get bored after 5 minutes, so I'd start up another video game. And eventually I kind of just got to this point where I got so tired of what I was doing, trying to chase some fun but not really knowing what to do and not really having some fun. And you just...
So he's saying there's no fun in video games. There's no fun to go out. There's no fun to be out there to do anything. All right, let's listen to this person here.
Man, I tell you, I'm just done. I'm really is, because it seems like no matter what I do, it seems to never be enough. And I just want to be at peace, you know? And it seems like the more and more you involve yourself in dealing with people, you never seem to get any peace. And I'm starting to feel like I'd rather just be alone in peace than just living in misery. Because people just don't care. People don't care about you.
Well, he's saying that he just realized that at 34. He realized that at 34 that he's mentally drained and done. He don't want to be around people. He don't want to conversate with folks. He just don't believe in people no more. He don't believe in this society. You know? So people are just giving up. You got a lot of men giving up. Let's continue.
It's like you just living for others, and I'm done just living for others. It's time for me to just focus on myself, because
I do agree with that. You got to focus on yourself. Look, ain't nobody coming to bail you out. Ain't nobody going to help you. Ain't nobody going to support you. You got to figure out how you're going to support yourself in this day of time, because nobody's coming to your aid. No companies, no family members, no relationships. Nobody's coming to your aid. You basically on your own in an island with a bunch of people. You know, for the most part. That's what it's come to. Let's continue.
It's like no matter what you do, nobody seems to care.
Yep.
So that's why I just avoid people, you know? Because I'm 34 years old, and I've been through a lot of friendships in my life. And it seems like friendships just ain't the same no more. It's just like it's one-sided each and every time. So that's what mentally drains you, because you be trying to be a good person, you be trying to get it right, and you just want to give up. And I get it, because times are just rough, and you really can't even help yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you could help yourself. It's just the environment and the climate is just making it harder for you to want to help yourself. If that makes sense. You can't help yourself. It's just the climate, the environment. It doesn't matter where you at this point. It's just dealing with people, places, and things. It could be a burning. It could be a burning. It could be draining. There's a lot of toxicity that comes with it. It's gonna be. Let's continue. I'm trying to get through this video.
And you you're doing everything else to help others. So the time that you spend in helping others, it's taking a toll on your life.
My goodness. Let's see what else he says.
So that's why I just avoid people now. Because it's like, the more and more you put yourself around people, the more and more you put yourself around bad situations.
And it's a 718 area code, and 718 is New York. For those who don't know, the back of the day area code 718 is New York. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Let's go.
And I know it's just terrifying to even just think like that, but that's just how it is. That's just how situations are. And I'm just trying to accept situations for what they are. Because that's all you can do in life. Because life is starting to become unpredictable. Because so much is coming up in your life that's not even pertaining to you. It's starting to get scary. And the reason why it's starting to get scary is because you know you got a good heart. I know I got a good heart. But it don't mean nothing. It's like people don't value the morals of having a good friendship.
It's only far few in between you're gonna come across. It's very difficult to look for friends at this point in time. I mean, yeah, I hear what he's saying. We'll get back to him in a second.
Foreclosure rates are on the rise across the country, particularly here in Florida. According to real estate experts, the Sunshine State leads the U.S. Lenders in Florida started the foreclosure process on 1 in every 1,800 homes last month. And Tampa has seen the highest rate in the country. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer shows us what experts think is driving these higher than normal numbers.
From 2020 to about 2023, home prices soared across Tampa Bay. Some families who bought their homes back then are now facing a harsh reality.
They would have to sell at essentially the same price they bought for because there has been a declining market. So they would need to bring roughly $10,000 to the closing table in order to avoid a short sale.
St. Pete realtor Mia Annabelle with Smith & Associates explained what can happen next.
By the time we get that net sheet, they're negative. They can't sell, they can't afford the property.
And that can lead to foreclosure. Florida saw more foreclosures than any other state in October, according to Adam Data, a real estate analytics company. Tampa had the highest rate of all major cities, with 1 in every 1,373 housing units in foreclosure. Experts point to skyrocketing property taxes and insurance costs as major factors, but that's just the beginning.
It's really all prices and all costs associated with housing, whether it's HOA, whether it's interest on mortgage.
Being in the HOA is not feasible, especially in Florida. I mean, ooh. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Tampa is getting hit the most with people leaving. The HOA fees and extra things that come with it. Yeah, it's not feasible. So yeah, let's continue.
Payments, whether it's interest payments, all of those costs are going up.
On top of that, daily expenses are up too. USF economist Michael Snipes says those added costs are often a big problem for retirees on a fixed income.
It's a huge investment. It's a huge source of spending for a lot of individuals. It's a huge part of their income. So any small change is going to be felt particularly acutely by individuals who might not have a whole lot of money.
Realtors say the best advice for families worried about foreclosure:
Have the conversation sooner than later. It's not going to go away. Sometimes we get called in and it's to a point where the bank has already started the process, and that gets very tricky.
In other
There's too many people overpay for their properties and overpay for their houses, and a lot of people also banked on property values continuing to go up. We had a lot of fake investors slash realtors slash flippers, and I warned people on the Millionaire Morning Show that never to invest. To invest, right? It's one thing to look at Florida as a place that you want to live, then you have to count the costs. Property taxes, insurance companies are pulling out. I love Florida. I'm actually scheduled to go and visit Tampa next weekend after the holidays. But is it a place that I would invest in? Absolutely not. So when you're looking at it from that lens, never do that. And it's a lot of people that are now under water, and they're losing their homes. And then you combine that with the possibility of getting laid off, fixed incomes. And don't get me wrong, again, weather-wise, it's a great place to live. But when you think about it, the first thing that I look for, and maybe this is a little bit too much information because I start to deep dive into this in the Patreon. The first thing that I look for when I'm looking to invest in a property in a different state is what are the insurance companies doing? And if the insurance companies...
Well, the insurance companies is pulling out because that's the coastline. Tampa Bay is the coastline. And Miami's the coastline. It's the coastline. It's a coastline issue, you know? So I would not want to invest in coastline issues. The middle of Florida is okay. Now, the coastline of Florida is where the issue is at. You got to deal with a lot of diversified situations. All right? Let's get back to him.
Their friendship. So it's like, why bother? Why bother trying to keep a friendship alive that the other person don't even value? Why bother? It's like I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of feeling like I'm just being used each and every time. And sometimes you know you're getting used. And you still don't even say nothing. You still being naive. It's like you still making up excuses for this person because you want to see the good in this person. Just friends and people in general.
Yeah, I hear him on that. I hear him on that. So yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. That's pretty much about it. I see only Michael in the building. I don't see anybody else in the chat. Everybody is quiet. So y'all know how I am. When I don't see too many people in the chat and it's quiet, I appreciate those who like the video. Yeah. It's a lot of things you got to question the reality. The Florida situation, yeah, you couldn't have me in Tampa. I'll visit. I wouldn't live there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are the things you got to think about when it comes to moving into Florida. You got to think about what's the foreseeable future. I would say invest in the middle of Florida. I mean, if you're going to live on the coastline, just know that it's a lot of assurances. Here's the thing what Anton has to understand. I get what he's talking about. What Anton has to understand is that people are pulling out from the Midwest and the Northeast and the West Coast. Oh my goodness. How can I say this? If you're going to get a home anywhere in America, especially here, Florida or anywhere in particular, just be ready to don't be surprised about the outcome. Anyway, let me get on out of here. Appreciate you, Michael, for coming through, tuning in, being in the chat. To everybody else viewing in the clouds, just hit the like button. Thanks to those who subscribe. And with that said, I'm out. Peace.